weeks, and he knew that instead of just investing into trying to end the game there, he would just work on denying the fourth. The base he desperately needed. A small run by does go in. Looks like it does manage to get cleaned up fairly easy. But I mean, there's gaps of Marines all around the place. Kaz is maxed out, so he can waste Marines here and there. And with 3-2, I mean, Nerchio is really struggling to do damage to this. He needs to get these extra corruptors out, and he should be in a good position to kind of force a fight, but he's only got 5 infestors with this and 6 broodlords. It isn't really the death pool he wants.
You know, I really do like where Nerchio's going into this. I mean, I like how he's trying to make those run-bys happen, Firesilver. That's going to help pay off, holding off the expansions from Empire Cause, but he needs to be consistent with it. He's got to keep it going. He's got to keep on making those run-bys. Excuse me there. He's got to also try as hard as he can to take any advantage that he can from Empire Cause, but dude, Empire Cause has split up his war machine once again. He's got Marines headed down the right-hand side of the map. He's got the one tank partnered with those Marines. They stem up. They're going to go in right against these spine crawlers. All the spine crawlers are going to fall before coming into fruition. We do see the Zerglings coming in. The Roaches coming in as well. But there's another attack coming in, Firesilver. Look at this. Empire Cause, he's everywhere. He's being such a pain in the rear here for Nerchio. We do see the fungal growth coming down from Nerchio. On top of Empire Cause Marines, yeah, a bunch of Marines are going to fall. They all just get diminished. We see all of these Broodlords now working their way forward against the tanks. The Corruptors are actually working against the Vikings, but the third base has fallen. And that is a big situation. Nerchio needs to fix this up. He has hardly any expansions out there in mining-wise.
Yeah, I mean, his force got demolished by the Broodlord Infestor. But again, he kind of expected not to be able to win in many engagement here. He's dropping everywhere because of that. Now, if we have a quick look at the economics, that is 60 drones compared to 67 SCVs. So the income is in the favor of Cass, as well as he does have these 2 extra command centers, which can be turned into orbitals whenever he needs to, just if he needs the extra scans or income. 3 Marines in a medevac. Looks like they are going to be going up to this fresh expansion, going to try and kill a few drones, making use of every single Marine. But I mean, the Viking count was kind of destroyed there. The Corruptor count also took heavy losses. So both players trying to rebuild, and he's got 2 Thors plus 6 Vikings. I think that's enough right now to combat this effectively. There's only 2 infestors to help Fungal as well.
We'll see where it goes, man. Nerchio's moving in with some Broodlords right now against this expansion from Empire Cause in the middle map. Doesn't want to allow him to have any of that extra gas. Here comes another little battalion of Marines into this expansion area. 1 infestor is here. That infestor will be able to lay down the fungal growth, but let's go and take a look right now at what Nerchio's doing in this third base. Nice repairs from Cause, saving his planetary fortress, continuing to harbor that gas, that extra rich Vespane guys are going to be paying off for him, especially since he's moving into that Thor play. We do see level 2 attack upgrade for the air weaponry coming down from Empire Cause right now. He's on the 3/3s right now for his bio. He's also got the level 2 attack level 1 attack upgrade here for his vehicle weaponry. Now, Empire Cause, he's making a great movement. He's loading up some Marines, and it looks like he's going to go for some double Ds up here, moving them out into the left-hand side. Now, he's also going to be doing another attack into the front of this third base expansion, I guess. And fungal growths do go down. Pretty nice fungal. Let's see if he can land another one here on the big group of Marines. He does do so, but he loses those infestors. Here come the Broodlords. Broodlords coming in the background, and look at this. Good God, this is broken. GG goes out there from Nerchio. A laughter comes out from Firesilver, and my God, man, Empire Cause he's out of control.
Yeah, I mean, Nerchio is quite a bitter person, it would seem.
From time to time.
Yeah.
But aren't we all? Aren't we all? We're all guilty of it, all right?
But I mean,
except for Addicted.
Kaz played really
except for
smart.
Addicted, all right? Except for him. But go ahead, there's no rebuttal, so fire.
No
Kaz
rebuttal.
played real smart.
God damn. But yeah, I mean, he knew there was very little chance he could win a head-on engagement because it's so hard to micro them. And instead of making Ghost trying to go down the fancy route, he just kind of went for it and ended up paying up really well. This early spawning pool snipe as well did set him back quite a lot, but I feel like I think Nerchio got a little bit too headstrong there. I mean, he did lay down a few spine crawlers, but I think he could have invested more. He had a lot of drones out. And for the sake of like 3 or 4 spine crawlers, he could have done some pretty good damage to those few Marines that kept coming in and doing some damage.
Right.
And I think in the end, those small drops are what killed him. On a normal kind of game, if he would have kept all of his bases mining, he would have just been able to roll over them with infested broods.
Well, what else can you expect from Empire Kaz, you know? He's a baller to the extreme, and he does a great job with the drop play. I mean, he's constantly aggressing with drops, and he was kind of all over the place in that last game, and that really did thin out Nerchio. I mean, he had to be all over the place as well. So we're going to get into the next game. It's going to be game number 2 of this wonderful series, and TVZ, man. And you know what, Fire Silver, why don't you go and talk about where you were? Where did you go to vacation? How was it for your holiday?
I went to Gran Canaria, one of the Canary Islands, just chilled out there for a couple of weeks. Nothing really exciting there apart from sun. I mean, it was 47 degrees when we landed.
Wow.
For the first day, so it's a big change from being cold Britain to that kind of atmosphere.
That's pretty hot, man. Was it fun though?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Nice to take a break, and but I mean, it feels like I haven't played StarCraft in ages. But here we go, Cloud Kingdom, and this is Nerchio's map, so we'll see what goes on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pros and scrubs, welcome to IMBAtv, where everything is in balance. We got the next game rolling out the line right here, right now for you. And my God, Fire Silver, it's going to be one hell of a game number 2. We've got Empire Kaz spawning up here in the top right-hand corner as the Green Terran. Down here in the bottom left-hand corner, we do see Nerchio. He's going to be spawning in as the, pink Zergy Zerg, keeping with the pink color, keeping with the flavor. Let's see if he's going to be able to make anything happen in game number 2 here. I mean, he did get pretty beat up by Empire Kaz's drop play, by Empire Kaz's huge attack lines. That Marine tank into the Thor Viking was pretty tough to beat. And looks like we're going to see game number 2 go down with a little bit of animosity.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Nerchio is saying that he's surprised that Kaz couldn't beat Stefano with his current type of play, but apparently he's saying he did in a practice game. But that wouldn't surprise me, because Empire players do usually have good contact with Millennium players. They're kind of on an equal level, just from 2 different places, so it would surprise me if they did have a lot of practice between each other. But Kaz not happy with the current wines that are coming out by here. I think it's unjustified. I think it was purely a case of getting outplayed. There were numerous cases in both scenarios where both players could have won. But Nerchio, he's going to be going, looks like a 14 hatch from him. So not going to be going for the pool this time. He's feeling pretty safe on this map. And I'm wondering if we're going to be seeing the same expand from Kaz. I'm kind of thinking more towards Hellions, because Hellions on this map are very, very nice with the Zelnark watchtowers. Lots of ramps you can abuse with them. And get those lines, line them up. But it looks like Kaz is actually just going to go straight, lay down the expansion. And, I mean, confidence.
Confidence is king here for Kaz. And he is the king, so to say. Now, Empire Kaz is going to go ahead and lay down his first racks right now. It's going to be interesting to see if he goes right into the double gas, which he probably should, because it's kind of like an alternate, racks expand build, because you build the command center first, go into the racks, then into the refinery. But it looks like he's going to start with a 1 right now. Maybe he'll get the second one here in a few minutes. But I would love to see a reactor core going down on this barracks with the factory follow-up into the Hellion play off of the reactor core, just to bring him a little bit of more map awareness into the earlier parts of this game, Fire Silver, as well as he could try to use that to do a little bit of a mini contain against Nerchio. Of course, now that the Queens have got that extra range and they do that, the range attack, the big range attack, they're a lot more formidable against the Hellion aggression. But yet again, you can still find some pretty cool ways to take down creep tumors from a Zergy Zerg.
Yeah, and it's like we were talking about in the Adel game with the whole contained situation. I think it's much better with Hellions. And I only just noticed, have you seen this Eclypsia